Hey girl, Sarah Bridget Confidence Coach for Women, and I want to talk about one of the biggest reasons why you lack confidence, right? And we're always going to have moments where our confidence dips. That is normal, especially in seasons of transitions, seasons when you're doing something new, where there's endings and there's beginnings, but also on day-to-day basis, you're going to have your moments. There is no surefire method, and if somebody tells you that, they lying, where you're never going to doubt yourself. But let me tell you one of the reasons why you doubt yourself, feel insecure, and feel confident even more than you should. That's because you do not know yourself well enough, right? Confidence is simply about you putting in the time, the effort, the energy to get to know something. Just like at work, you become more confident when you do something over and over again, right? Like Malcolm Gladwell said in his book, The Outliers, you become an expert after doing 10,000 hours of putting in time. Now, of course, that is his theory, that is his belief. But how many hours upon hours have you put into yourself? You put time in school, you put time into relationships, okay? You've put time into other things, watching TV and doing other things, putting in things into your children. And again, you add to that list. How many hours have you put into yourself? How many hours have you taken to sit down and study yourself and really get to know yourself? See, again, the problem is not that you're unworthy, not that you are not enough, not that you don't have it all together and you're not perfect and all so on and so forth, is that you don't know yourself well enough. So it's time for you to go back to the basics and put that focus on you. The more time you spend into you, pouring into you, understanding what ticks you off, what makes you happy, what brings you joy, what gives you pleasure, what would you rather be doing right now versus not doing right now, right? It's getting down to that nitty gritty of who you are really helps you to develop your concept and understanding. You're never going to evolve past your self image and self perception of yourself. So, in order for you to gain confidence, you are going to have to pour some time, right? We can pour time into reading a book, but when is the last time you took time to read you? To get quiet and go inside and hear and build your knowledge and wisdom up about yourself. That's where your power is. That is where your power lies. And a lot of us are leaving our power in other people's hands because it feels easier just to be controlled. It feels easier to go along with the flow. It feels easier to quiet our mouth and go along. I know I've done it before where I just listen to it and then I just get quiet and I don't say anything and I suppress my emotions, right? Where I go off and I get angry, right? And I'm triggered and I'm just saying whatever. And neither one of those are healthy ways, but we just do what we know. We just go with what we know. But it's time for you to make a shift. Pour into yourself. Okay? How can I build up more wisdom and knowledge on myself so that I have the tools, I have the awareness, and I can shift my perception of who I am, right? Because when you have that moment, when you doubt yourself, that's when you got to remind yourself, hold on, wait, sis, you've been doing this. You've done this before. You're going to do it again. I have the same exact moments, but guess what? The way I talk to myself matters because I have the toolbox and I have the knowledge and the foundation to pull from because I spent and continue to spend hours every single day, every single morning, even if I fall off for a month, 3 months, couple weeks. I always come back to myself and I come back to my journal. I come back to the Bible. I come back to prayer. I always go back to the basics, okay? So that I have an opportunity to plug back in or reconnect with myself. We always see reconnect, plug in, but how do you actually do that, right? Let me help you do that. Make sure you are joining us in the Fear School of Confidence for our next round so that you can get the tools, the wisdom, the guidance, the support on the journey of learning yourself and mastering me, right? My energy, my emotions, my everything.